Welcome to Channel X TV. Delighted to be joined today by Sophie Down from Sitruna. Welcome, Sophie. How are you?
Very good. Thanks for having me.
Really excited because Sophie was talking at the Channel X conference 2 weeks ago, and then last week you ran off to the States to the Amazon unBoxed 24 advertising event. You've been busy.
It's been a busy few weeks.
But for those that don't know you, who are you and what do you do?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Sophie. I head up the advertising team at Sitruna. We are a full-service Amazon agency offering tech, content support, advertising logistics here in the glorious Shoreditch for brands all over the world.
Fantastic. Now, what I really want to find out about is what's going on with Amazon advertising. I know there were loads of announcements at unBoxed.
It was.
So, what came first at unBoxed?
Oh my gosh. I guess the first theme was full funnel advertising and just really reiterating the idea that Amazon can offer advertising, analytics and wonderful targeting opportunities at every stage of the funnel, and that was the initial theme at unBoxed.
Talk to me about that, because most people advertising on Amazon, they kind of look at it as sponsored product, sponsored brand. How does full funnel advertising start from kind of right from the top of the funnel down to the bottom where you're getting down to the sale?
Yeah, of course. Well, in the realms of what was discussed at unBoxed particularly, we spoke a lot about, there's a lot of updates on Prime TV video ads, so that would be your top of funnel creative advertising. Alongside that, they released their new creative studio, AI creative studio, to help with that top of funnel advertising. DSP as well, so lots
DSP, demand side platform.
Amazon's demand side platform, so programmatic ads console goes very well alongside their PPC console and their advertising strategies there. So all the way down through from Prime TV video, DSP top of funnel creative, all the way down to remarketing, sponsored products, sponsored display. So again, a whole host of solutions for every stage.
So this is really interesting. Let's just start at the top. Prime TV, Amazon have announced that there's already adverts on it unless you're paying $2.99 to avoid them. But they've announced that people are going to be able to put their own ads on there that supposedly are going to be clickable, shoppable ads.
Yeah.
When is that coming? How should people be thinking about using them?
Yeah, of course. So you can actually run sponsored TV ads now, and I think there's multiple ways in which you can use them. I myself have done some really successful targeting with audiences on DSP across Prime Video. So, for example, you can choose creative to target particular audiences who are watching certain shows, particularly. So I work within supplement products, and what we did is then promoted to those who are watching health shows.
And I've got to say, if you want to promote to me, Clarkson's Farm, I've already watched the last Grand Tour and there's no more of those.
Oh no, what are you going to do?
But yeah, you'll get me advertising in Clarkson's Farm, no problem at all, I'll see that ad.
Yeah.
But who should be using Prime TV? Is this for sort of, I think of companies like sort of Procter & Gamble all over terrestrial TV, should they be on Prime TV? Or what about smaller independent businesses? Is the cost too much for them? Who should be looking at it?
I think the whole backing behind Amazon's new solutions and the release of AI Creative Studio means that all brands can actually get a place on Prime TV, get a place with sponsored TV video, and get a place in creating those creatives that need to be done to appear there. So it's not necessarily anymore those huge conglomerate brands that have millions to spend. It's actually giving a chance for those smaller brands and those SMEs to come forward and really show who they are on that platform.
And then moving on to DSP, I find that fascinating because it's kind of the part of Amazon advertising that most people don't even think about.
Yes.
Again, how can you drive sales through that, or I guess it's product awareness through that? And just to explain how DSP works, because you don't actually see it on the Amazon platform itself so much, do you?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So it's a separate access, separate console, so it's programmatic advertising, it's display advertising. I think the myth used to kind of be it's very much top of funnel, but actually it is the full funnel. And Amazon actually at unBoxed released the fact that they have overhauled the whole platform itself. There's now more targeting, more AI-based targeting. You can actually link in your AMC audiences.
AMC is
Amazon's marketing cloud. So it's a clean room basically which offers advertisers a place to create audiences and use those analytics to target both Amazon first-party data and also third-party data, perhaps from their sales platforms. So yes, DSP acts as a programmatic ads platform alongside the ads console to again provide even more targeting, even more analytics and more opportunities for audiences across Amazon and third parties.
And talking of the ad console, they've just released a new creative studio. There was a whole load of news about AI as well.
Yeah.
How is that going to impact people creating ads and make their lives easier?
Yeah, of course. I think one of the main themes with AI is the predictive analysis piece, right? So it's using those new audiences from AI, using the AI Creative Studio to really look forward as to where your ads can go, not just sort of the historical data that we have seen over Amazon ads over the past few years. So Amazon AI will play a core piece in that.
And the Creative Studio, what is that actually going to enable for advertisers?
Of course, yeah. So it's an easier way of being able to generate creative imagery or video or Amazon audio if you're looking to sponsor on Alexa, which I think is a big thing that's upcoming. It's voice shopping, right? So AI Creative Studio will allow people to then have so much more content that's generated for them in the right sizes, however you want to build them, for Amazon and enable you to target across the platform.
So I'd like to step back a bit and think of myself as a brand or a retailer. I'm probably selling on Amazon, either direct to Amazon or as a third party seller, or perhaps hybrid, I'm doing both. And my normal stage with advertising is I go to brand registry and obviously register my brand, and I can do some sponsored brand ads and I can do some sponsored product ads. And that to me on my brain, I'm already like, which should I be doing?
Yeah.
But then with all these other services and looking further up the funnel, what should I be thinking about? Where do I get started? Should I start with the sponsored product, sponsored brand, or should I be thinking way back up the funnel to start with? And does it depend on where I am in my sales journey, whether I've got a top selling product already or whether I'm trying to launch a product?
Yeah, so I guess you're absolutely right. It depends on where you are in your sales journey, whether you're launching a product or whether you're further down the line and you've got a lot more sales data and historical data to work with. But I would essentially say it really depends on, I guess, where you are at with your growth strategy. Perhaps you are looking at letting more people know about your brand, therefore you might look at more sponsored TV, more creative pieces, that top of funnel advertising, or if you're looking to grab customers back but maybe you haven't converted yet, then remarketing using DSP or remarketing using sponsored display and lower funnel targeting might be the opportunity for you. So I would say having a play in each of the areas is important, but again it depends on your strategy, where your brand is looking to go. But I think for substantial growth, we can use things like new to brand metrics to hit every stage of the funnel and make sure we're grabbing those newer customers and retaining those ones at the lower end.
So something I wanted to ask your advice on is, it's hard enough when you're a marketplace manager managing sort of sponsor product, sponsor brand, but it's almost self-serve. Amazon have got tools to help you with that.
Yeah.
But when you start adding things like DSP into the mix and maybe Alexa ads and Prime Video ads, is that something you can really do internally? Should you be recruiting someone for it, or is that something you really need an agency for?
I think that realistically there was so much announced at unBoxed and an understanding of machine learning and language learning models and everything. You don't need to know the full depths of it, but having an agency at the head to help you with analytics and just understanding the data, understanding where to find the data, going into AMC, finding those new audiences, finding the right people for your business. An agency can play that crucial part in finding that for you and understanding the data and helping you to grow with that. And again, that's what my precious ad specialists do on a data basis. So yeah.
I found it really interesting at Challenge conference. You spoke about the work you've done with the drinks manufacturer. For those that weren't there, could you just share the story with them of where they started from when you started working with them, what you did for them, and where it actually got them?
Yeah, of course. So initially they weren't on Amazon at all. They were selling through different retail media platforms and very well known drinks group who sold the likes of Jack Daniels, Woodford Reserve, which is a big gin company.
And we all like a Jack and Coke.
We do, yes, too much so. So what they did is they needed help to basically expand their channels into Amazon. So what we put together for them was a 170-page pure play deck, which basically
170 pages.
Yeah. It was a big old project, and we basically helped them to find out how to sell on Amazon, everything from explaining 1P, 3P, explaining advertising, explaining how to appear on Amazon, conversion, brand stores, the works. Now they're selling globally across multiple brands with the help of that pure play strategy, and we've helped them to get there. So it was a big piece, but really important for a global company.
And selling globally is interesting. I should have asked, are there differences in the ad, not the platforms, because I know they're worldwide, but in the strategies for, say, the UK to Europe, to the US, and maybe some other Amazon territories?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, in the same way that brands will have country managers, it's the same way that we would approach different advertising tactics across the EU, across the US. Customers will differ, culture will differ, expectations will differ, spending habits will differ. So every single marketplace is approached in a way that's relevant to that customer-centric approach and how they search.
So it's massively interesting. I kind of envy you in your job, but tell us a little bit more about Sitruna and what does Sitruna do? Because it's more than just advertising, and also what do you do on a daily basis when you're working with clients?
Yeah, of course. So I guess one instance for me personally on a day-to-day basis would be looking at opportunities for brands to grow in other countries and how advertising helps them to approach that, what that strategy might be. So for example, a recent brand we helped expand across the EU on DSP. So it's how do I find the right audiences, the right strategies to expand into DSP, how do we do that within the US, and again every single country will react differently. So we have a DSP team, we have a PPC team, so we're well versed in the needs of what needs to be done and how we can apply those different data sets to those different countries. And research is a key part of what I do every day in terms of understanding both the company and the country that they're looking to expand to. So I guess with Sitruna, yes, we are proudly a full-service Amazon agency. We have our own 3PL, we have the logistics warehouses down in the Great Southwest. We also have obviously the advertising team. We have a branding and graphics team who work on bigger branding projects, graphics projects across Amazon, both paid and organic. We have a copy team, we have the tech team, we have a bunch of wonderful ex-seller support whizzes who I don't think they're kind of our gold nuggets, and I don't know where we'd be without them. So when we say we're full service, we really mean that we are full service, and we're proud of that.
That's amazing. And for those that want to get hold of you, how can people get hold of both Sitruna and Sophie?
Yeah, of course. So you can visit us at sitruna.com. You can email me at sophie.down@sitruna.com or find me on LinkedIn, Sophie Down, D-O-W-N.
Sophie, thank you so much.
Thanks, Chris.